how do all planets are not the same as each other? Well, accumulate round, space devotees, as I take you on a vast experience to investigate the peculiarities and qualities that make every planet in our planetary group so magnificently not the same as each other. Lock in, on the grounds that this will be one wild ride. Mercury, the blazing speedster of the bundle, is the nearest planet to the Sun. It's a singing hot fiery blaze during the day, with temperatures that can dissolve even the most intensity-safe popsicles. In any case, stand by, there's something else. Around evening time, Mercury transforms into a cold wonderland as its slight air neglects to trap any glow. It resembles a planet with a split character, consuming hot and freezing cold across the board. Next up is Venus, the steamy seductress of the sky. Envision a planet enveloped by a thick cover of mists, making an out-of-control nursery impact. The outcome? Venus is the most sizzling planet in our nearby planet group, adequately hot to sear an egg on your temple. Goodness, and did I make reference to it rain sulfuric corrosive? Discuss a horrendous hair day. Presently, we should take a bounce, skip, and a leap over to Mars, the rough and dusty red planet. Mars resembles the wild west of the nearby planet group, with its corroded, desert-like scenes extending as may be obvious. It has the tallest well of lava in the whole nearby planet group, Olympus Mons, standing gladly and gloriously. In any case, remember your sunscreen, in light of the fact that the dainty environment offers probably as much security as a mosquito net against Rex. Okay, Earth, our comfortable minimal blue marble. We have everything land, ocean, and air. We have lavish backwoods, transcending mountains, and delightful seas abounding with life. We have feathery mists, delicate breezes, and a periodic rainstorm to keep us honest. Also, we should not fail to remember the most grand element of all, pizza conveyance. Indeed, Earth is a heavenly heaven with all the common luxuries and a different scope of life frames that can't be bested. Presently, we should zoom past the space rock belt to the powerful and puzzling Jupiter, the biggest planet in our planetary group. Jupiter is the enormous heavyweight champion, with a size so monstrous that it could swallow each and every other planet consolidated, nevertheless have space for dessert. It has a furious tempest, considered the incomparable red spot that has been stirring for quite a long time, making it a definitive heavenly tempest chaser's blessing from heaven. Simply remember your parka, since Jupiter's environment is a whirling, turbulent blend of gases and tempests that would humiliate the most stunning, exciting ride. Furthermore, that is only a sample of the divine smorgasbord that looks for us. We have the superb rings of Saturn, the cold excellence of Uranus and Neptune, and the bantam planet Pluto, which actually needs to be essential for the planet club regardless of being a piece on the little side. Every planet in our nearby planet group resembles a person in an enormous bazaar, with its own special appeal, quirks, and shocks. Thus, my dear space travelers, the following time you look up at the night sky and marvel about those shimmering spots of light, recollect that every one has its own story to tell. From searing hot to frigidly cold, from seething tempests to peaceful scenes, the planets of our planetary group are a demonstration of the wondrous variety and vast marvels of our universe. Mercury is the nearest planet to the Sun and the littlest planet in our planetary group. It has a rough surface and no air whatsoever, bringing about outrageous temperature varieties between its burning hot days and freezing cold evenings. Mercury likewise has a high thickness and a vigorously cratered surface because of its set of experiences of effects. Venus is frequently alluded to as Earth's twin since it is comparable in size and organization. Nonetheless, it has a definitely unique air, which is basically made out of carbon dioxide and encounters an out-of-control nursery impact, making it the most blazing planet in our nearby planet group. Venus is covered in thick billows of sulfuric corrosive, darkening its surface from view. Earth, our home planet, is overflowing with life and flaunts a different scope of environments. It has a one-of-a-kind mix of variables that make it tenable, like a defensive air, a moderate environment, fluid water, and a different exhibit of greenery. Earth is the main referred to planet to help life as far as we might be concerned. Mars, frequently alluded to as the red planet, Mars is known for its ruddy appearance because of iron oxide, rust, on its surface. It has a meager environment essentially made out of carbon dioxide. Mars highlights polar ice covers, proof of old riverbeds, and a different scene that incorporates valleys, gulches, and the tallest fountain of liquid magma in the planetary group, Olympus Mons. Jupiter is the biggest planet in our planetary group, with a dominatingly vaporous structure. It is known for its particular groups of mists and the notable incredible red spot, a Goliath storm framework that has endured for a really long time. Jupiter likewise has areas of strength for a field and various moons, including the 4 Galilean moons Io, Europa, Ganymede, and Callisto. Saturn is popular for its sublime ring framework, comprising of cold particles of different sizes. It is the second biggest planet and has a comparable structure to Jupiter, with an overwhelmingly vaporous air. Saturn's rings are its most distinctive element, comprised of billions of individual curls. Uranus is an ice Goliath, made principally out of hydrogen, helium, and methane. It has a one-of-a-kind component, a shifted pivot of turn, making it seem to move on its side as it circles the Sun. Uranus has a somewhat featureless climate and a bunch of weak rings. Neptune, similar to Uranus, is an ice Goliath with a comparative synthesis. It is known for its clear blue tone, brought about by the presence of methane in its air. Neptune has dynamic weather conditions, remembering the quickest twists for the nearby planet group, and an enormous dull spot called the incomparable dim spot. Every planet in our planetary group has unmistakable qualities concerning size, creation, environment, surface elements, and different variables. These distinctions are a consequence of their development area and one-of-a-kind ecological circumstances, making every planet its very own intriguing universe.